Alright, 2021 Tennessee Code Title 60 Oil and Gas, Chapter 1 Production Oil and Gas, Chapter 5, Part 5 Mineral Test Hole Regulatory Act. Short title. The part is known maybe to say by the Mineral Test Hole Regulatory Act. The purpose of the part regulated the drilling of mineral testing in order to prevent the pollution, potable water reach for the both and subsurface to result of the introduction of undesirable substances, including natural brine with oil, gas, mineralized water through the process of the drilling mineral testing holes and provide basic geological data of the shape relating to oil, gas, water occurrences. It's 502 purpose. 503 part definitions. As you the part unless otherwise required by the board, meaning the Tennessee Board of the Water, Oil, and Gas. 2. For exploratory purpose of the meaning of the drilling mineral test hole, the specific purpose of the exploring mineral resource. 3. The mineral means any stuff with the economic value, organic and inorganic, extracted from the earth by mix, but excluding oil and gas. 4. Mineral test hole means the hole within excess of 100 feet of the drilling under drilling the exploration of the mineral by extreme of the augering, drilling, superficial, otherwise unconsolidated material of the drilling in conjunction with the mining and the quarry operations of the drill hole for the exploratory oil and gas water structural foundation seismic surfaces surveys. 5. Natural brine means the natural occurring mineralized water that other than potable fresh water. 6. Operator means the person whenever the not supervising responsible for the drilling, operating, repairing, abandoning, and plugging the mineral test hole subjective of this part. Owner means for the person who attained for the right to drill, convert, operate any mineral test hole subject to this part. 8. Per person means the individual, corporation, company, association, joint venture, partnership, receiver, the trustee, guardian, executor, administrator, the personal representative of the private organization of any kind. 9. Pollution means such alteration, physical, chemical, biological, bacterial, radiological property of the water, soil, the animal, fish, aquatic life, surface property with the state as with. A. The result of the will likely result of the harm, potential harm of the detrimental of the public health and safety welfare. B. Result of the likely result of the harm, potential harm of the detrimental of the health, animals, birds, fish, and aquatic life. C. The rendering will likely render water, soil, animal, fish, aquatic life, surface property with substantial less useful to the domestic, municipal, industrial, agricultural, recreational, other reasonable uses. Or D. Leave will likely leave the waters in condition to violate any standard of the water quality established for the Tennessee Board of Water Quality and Oil and Gas. E. Leave will likely leave the waters in such condition to violate the standard of the water quality established by the Tennessee Board of Energy Natural Resources created in Statute 69.3.104, and supervisor 10. Supervisor means the commissioner and designee, and board means the Tennessee Board of Energy Natural Resources created in Statute 69.3.104. This is Part 5, Part Definitions. Part 5, Part 503, Part Definitions. Alright, 504, Administrative Powers of the Supervisor. The supervisor for the enforcement of the part. Supervisor exercise the following parts: adopt for the rule regulations for the implementation of the part in accordance with the Uniform and Administrative Procedure Act, comply with Title 4, Chapter 5. 2. Make inspection of the drilling operation, require the keep it accurate logs. 3. Require the location, drilling, the deepening, reworking, and reopening casing of the plugging of the mineral test hole for the subject of the part is accomplished by the manner of the prevent surface of the underground pollution. 4. Require the only mineral test hole for the keep of the data of the filing of the data supervised, which are the purpose of the chapter. Oil and gas hydrological data obtained with the drilling of the mineral of the test hole for the deemed the purpose of this part of the information should be held with confidential by the supervised period of 6 months with the request for the operator provide relief of the board meeting of the hearings only in the data of the necessary of the administrative of this part. 6. For the order written notice of the immediate supervision suspension of the prompt correction of any of the operation condition practice found with existing causing the result of the threatening of the case of the result of the surface of the underground pollution. Orders shall remain in force with uncancelled supervisor modified by the boards of the Corps. Still required file adequate security and security bound to provide the release thereof with the 8 qualified persons of the blanket permits time proceed with the law, equity, with the enforcement of the part and rules, regulation, or the propagated there under in the circuit and chancery court of the county, which violation alleged to have occurred. That was 5.4, administrative parts of the powers of supervisor. Permits required. A person shall not drill the mineral test hole for the explanatory purpose of the owner, the directly there over the owner's authorized representative of the file with the written application for the permit to drill falls in improved surety and security bound with the receipt of the permits for the accordance with the rules of the supervisor fee should be submitted with the application of the amount with the set of the rules the propagated with the supervisor not exceed the amount stated in statute 68.203.103H. for mineral test hole permit within 10 days after the receipt of the application fee. The supervisor shall issue for the day and of the permit, and no permit shall be issued to any of the part owner or other authorized representative of the in violation part of any rules promulgated hereunder. B, the upon request for the supervisor may issue the blanket permit qualified person for the drill mineral test holes within a limited local area where the extent of the drilling exploration program is planned. C, all information pertaining to the application issue for the permits for the mineral test holes subject to this part shall be filed held confidential. 506, application for the Administrative Procedure Act. All administrative function proceeding the duties of the board relating to the part of soil shall be subject to the conductions for the form of the Uniform Administrative Procedure Act compliant with Title 4, Chapter 5. 507, supervisor to correct the problems upon failure owner and operator security. Whenever the supervisor has determined the owner and operator has failed with the neglect of the drill of the case of the operator with the repair of the plug of the mineral test hole and conform with the part of the rules adopted here under notice of the determination shall be given the owner and operator security executed with the bond and subject to the owner of the operator along with the order and with the correct of the problem of the owner and with the operator surveyed he fails to correct with the specified with the condition in accordance with the rule under the supervisor 6 days after the service and notice of the supervisor may enter the palm with any of the private public property with which wells located with the crossing of the private public property to reach mineral test hole repair with the correct the specified with the condition the owner and operator of the security shall be jointly and serviceably liable with all expenses incurred. The survivor supervisor shall certify with the owner and operator security claim that save with the listing that the items of expense for the making the repair with the correction claim shall be paid with the owner and operator security within 30 days. If not paid within the time, the supervisor may bring suit with the Secretary, Chancery Court, or against the owner and operator security jointly and severally for all correction. Actions prohibited. 508. It's unlawful for any person to violate any of the part of the rule and order supervisor of the board to make false entry of the statement and require report or record. 3. Omit and cause of the omitted of the required report of the record. Feel true, correct entries as required by this part. 4. Failing to provide with a reasonable time a copy of the name of the report requested by the supervisor. And 5. The cause surface and subsurface pollution drilling operation plugging the material of the test hole of the subject of this part. That was 508. Actions prohibited. 509. Civil and criminal penalties. Any person operating who violates any of the part regulation of the top of the pursuit of the will fail with the performance of the duty for the imposed with the provision, fail with the review for the obtaining of the permit, provide with the hereon with the violation of the termination of the propagated pursuant of those part liable to civil penalties not less than $100, no more than $1,000 each day with the during with the time of the violation, continue with the addition with the maybe to enjoy with the continuing such violation herein, provided that the penalty should be set for the subject of the appeal with accordance with statute 60-1401. It should be the duty with the district attorney with the general of the various jurisdictional judicial districts throughout the state with the attorney general, the reporter, upon the request of the supervisor with the bring action with the recovery over the penalties there and with the provide with the bringing action, the restraining order, the temporary permanent injunction against the operator of the other person violating, threatening to violate any of the part of the violating, threatening to violate any order of determination promulgated pursuant to this part. See, any of the person who willfully and knowingly falsifies any of the record information plan specification over the data required by the board with the supervisor fails to neglect with the review to comply with any of the part of this part guilty of the class C and the estimated provided no profit warrant presentment with the indictment shall be issued except upon application for the board with the commencement of such application for the process authorized by them. D. Nothing in this part shall abrogate with this right of any of the person materially personalized or personally damaged with the injured by with the drilling of the mineral test hole to seek remedies against the responsible persons in court. That was 509 civil and criminal penalties. 510 injunctions. When the reason to believe that the person violating is about to violate with the violated is part of the game with the permanent order if they are under the supervisor of the may institute with the proceeding with the chancery court with the counting with the alleged violation occurred with the injunction relieve the prevent continue such action with the correct with the condition of the result of the in or about the result thereof the both of the court shall grant with the injunction without the necessity of showing lack adequate remedy to the law with the showing of the supervisor of such the person such violating shall be about the violate has violated one or more of the permanent temporary injunctions prohibited mandatory restraining orders. The supervisor may bring the suit with the injunctive enforcement of any of the board or any order by supervisors may, when such order have become final as a result of any of the person failing to reveal with the board with the trouble the person has failed to comply with the order of such suit. All findings fact with contained with an order to complain with the trouble to deem with the final with not with subject for the review of the except with the receipt with the notice of the order by the defendant may offer the evidence showing that the defendant has in fact complied with the supervisor's orders. Order made by the supervisor in such cases shall be prima facie with the reasonable with the valid and shall be strictly presume that the supervisor shall comply with all requirements of the law. The board may also likewise bring to the enforcement any order made by which have become either final or by any failure of any person to appeal to the board order or appeal its court decision to act any of the person fails to comply with such a final order in such suits. Board decision shall not be subject to the challenge any of the matter of the law of the fact the violator may prefer evidence showing that the violator has in fact complied with the board's orders. See, any suit with the injunction brought with the supervisor shall be filed with the Chancery Court of the county in which all of the part of the violation is about to occur, with the name of the department, the district, of the Attorney General, ever the direction of the supervisor of the board, under supervision of the Attorney General and the reporter. Such proceedings shall not be tried by jury. Appeals and judgments decreed with the Chancery Court is proceedings brought under the charge of shall lie in the Supreme Court, despite the fact that the controverted questions of fact may be involved. And that was 510 injunctions. 511, part supplemental. This part shall not operate with a repeal effect of any of the laws state relating to pollution of the air and waters, therefore any conservative mining laws, but shall help the construe the ancillary and supplemental thereto. Alright, that was part 5, Mineral Test Hole Regulation, Regulatory Act.